Hey Strongsiders, welcome back. We're going to continue talking about consistency here. So there's something called supercompensation. When we work out, we are actually doing some damage or fatiguing the muscles. And then our body is going to compensate by trying to help us recover. During that recovery process, there's going to be a moment where we're going to move into what's called supercompensation. This is where our body is recovered beyond the state that it was in before, trying to adapt to the new stress that you put into it. The idea is we want to try to time our next workout at the peak of that supercompensation so that we are consistently moving forward with our goals. So what it looks like here, so we'll say workout one, we're just going to, or week one. As we go down, the first valley that drops is when you're stretching yourself. When you get to the bottom of that first valley and you start coming back up, that's the recovery phase. Anything above the straight line, which is where your starting position was, is supercompensation. At the top of that next supercompensation line where I'm doing these dotted lines is where you want to get your next workout in, so that as you damage the muscle or you fatigue yourself again, you drop back below towards your line again, but then you recover and you get better and better. Over the long run, this is going to yield more and more results. The idea, it's different for everybody, how much you recover, how much stress you put into the body, so you got to kind of fine tune it to see what works best for you. So sometimes just being consistent isn't enough. If we're overtraining, meaning pushing too heavy of weights for what we can actually handle, not waiting enough time before our next workout, not eating properly to recover, not sleeping well, having too much stress in our lives, these are all things that might prevent us to recover. We want to make sure that we have the right amount of stress with the right amount of recovery so that we do go into supercompensation. Otherwise, we'll have a gradual decline. So if you find that your loads are actually going backwards, you're not able to push as much weight as you used to, or you've been stagnant for a long time, might want to check something in your life. If you've been having 4 hours of sleep for the past month, that might be doing it. If you've been eating fast food all week, that might do it as well. Talk to us if you are finding you're hitting a standstill and not improving. So when you're inconsistent, what ends up happening is your body still goes through supercompensation after a workout, but since there isn't a new stimulus at the height of that supercompensation, your body will just come back to ground zero, meaning you just won't change. So if your workouts are so dispersed apart that when you're coming to the gym, it's just, like once a week, every other month sort of thing for a couple weeks, but then you don't do anything after that, you're just going to come back to that steady state and you will not change. So if you're not getting stronger, if you're not getting more fit, depending on what your goals are, if you're not losing the weight that you want to, it could have to do with the fact that you're being inconsistent. That's it for now. As always, stay strong, Strongsiders.